Having a Kundali in your pocket, in your phone, in your tablet will come handy, because whenever there is a transit and you are watching such videos, you can directly go to your horoscope and check how it is related to your own horoscope. How is the Dasha Mahadasha right now running in your life? And for that you can book a Kundali PDF report, which is an elaborate report, a system generated 300 plus pages report, which caters to your need of all the astrology data. It feeds you with not only your basic charts but also detailed Shodashvak chart, divisional charts, all the types of Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardashas, and also an overview of 10 years of your life with current year predictions. This gives you a great guidance and a bird's eye view of your life in the future, how the future holds for you, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to take that step that you are thinking of. So book your Kundali PDF today and keep the destiny in your own hands. You will get a bonus numerology section if you book our detailed Kundali PDF. For more types of PDF reports catering to different yogas, catering to all the 20-year analysis, 10-year analysis, check out the website. Gemini. In case of Gemini, the Jupiter is combust in your first house. When Jupiter, Mercury and then Sun enters the first house, it can create a very positive atmosphere because they are friendly to each other. Gemini is a friendly zodiac sign. But you understand that communication can take a hit. Gemini hosts Ardra Nakshatra. Jupiter is fastly moving over the air zodiac sign, and this can create a sudden a clarity in your life. It can remove the air of suspicion. For Gemini, Leo is the third house. Sun, which rules the Leo, comes in the first house, which means the Surya is also gaining a lot of confidence. So it's a time where you will feel bolder, confident. You will be more, I will say, open-minded during this time. But for Gemini, what is getting combust? The 10th Lord and the 7th Lord. That means you might try to overpower or take control of your career, take control in your business and marriage. On one side it is good, but the moment it crosses that threshold, more than necessary, if you are putting your head and mind more than that is needed, this can create ego clashes. This can create belief system issues. This can create personality issues. People may conceive you as an arrogant person. People may conceive you as somebody who is trying to just dominate or micromanage things. So you need to have a balance between how to manage overall life, be it personal or professional, and on the second hand, you also have to ensure that people who are with you, people who are reporting to you, people who are your family members should not get offended by anything. Although first house Jupiter Sun conjunction is literally never bad, Mercury is also in a good shape, so you don't need to worry with this Jupiter combust. Just that if you do a little bit of meditation, if you have a filter in your mind that you are checking things before you are speaking, you are checking things before you are doing or executing, and you are not becoming too overpowering in your actions, you are not intimidating anybody, you are not imposing your thoughts to your juniors or to your children, grandchildren, then definitely this is going to be very helpful for you. This is going to be a personality building transit. Although it is combust, the only problem is that it means lack of feedback. There can be some career related concerns where you might suddenly see that the opportunities are absent and you are desperate to find that opportunity, desperate to execute something in your career. But you need to be very careful there that yes, career will happen, but you need to be very practical and grounded in your approach rather than trying too hard to achieve something. Too much too soon will only spoil everything. Also, there can be a little bit of confusion. You might try to preach something, you might try to share your experience, you might try to give guidance to others, and that may fall back. You may say something that will not go well, might hurt someone's sentiments. So in this case, communication should be made in a very proper manner. Your Vishuddhi Chakra cleansing has to be done. So chant Om chanting multiple times every day, say 21 times, and if you can, do Shankhnad if possible for you. Libra. For Libra ascendant and Libra moon sign, Sagittarius is actually your third house. And Sagittarius Lord Jupiter goes combust in your ninth house. Who is making this Jupiter go combust? Your 11th house Lord Sun. When the 11th Lord kind of overpowers the 3rd and 6th Lord Jupiter in the 9th house, this can create tensions in dharmic angle. That means somewhere there is loss of faith, somewhere you have been misguided, somewhere you realize that the person whom you were believing or following is not a true person. There can be sudden frustration in your spiritual growth, spiritual activities, and this is the right time to strike the balance between material and spiritual lifestyle. You should visit temples, you should visit Narayan temple, chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Remember that Surya, the 11th Lord, is coming from the 8th house and then it will move to the 9th house. Naturally, this will have significant transformation, significant changes. This will bring changes in your employment. This will bring changes in your career. Why? Because Jupiter is your Upchaya Lord, 3rd and 6th Lord. And sometimes what may happen that, I will give an example. Say you gave an interview, everything went well. But at the last round, when they asked for money, this is where things get stuck. You don't have a job, but you're saying you deserve X amount of money. But the person who is interviewing you says that they can give you X minus 2 amount of money, or say Y amount of money which is less than X. And now you really don't want to go into that job for the money, for the greed, you say no. And I'm giving the example where it is greedy, not the justified ones. So once you say that you are not willing to go and find a job, later on you will realize, once Jupiter goes out of combustion, that you lost a very good opportunity. You could have easily moved from Y to X given enough time. So this way you can lose opportunities by lacking the vision, by focusing more on one aspect of life and ignoring all other aspects of life. So the 11th house is going to dominate. Your aspirations will dominate your life, your desires will dominate your life, and you will say, I want my wishes to be fulfilled, enough is enough, I want it to be done by hook or crook. Now this can create misguided decisions, this can create actions which will have wrong repercussions. So in this case, reading Bhagavad-gita, focusing on the spiritual growth, following the breath work, such as our 3-day yoga program called Hiranya, which is aimed at breath work and yoga, or similar programs, something that focuses brings your mind to your Agya Chakra and controls your emotions is very much necessary. People with weak Jupiter, if you have Jupiter Ketu or Jupiter Rahu in your chart, then Narayan Puja, Narayan Upasana is kind of mandatory. Otherwise, you will be not in the right shape to figure out what is right and wrong. Because 9th house, if it gets clouded, if there is too much of power, if Jupiter goes bad, then the decision making that defines, that differentiates between dharma and adharma, that line vanishes. And now you may assume adharma to be your dharma. So this is where the trick is. And if you're confused, if you don't know what to do, just wait for Jupiter to become Jupiter Uday to happen. Jupiter goes out of combustion after 9th of July and things will be absolutely all right. Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Jupiter will be in the 5th house. And 5th house Jupiter along with Surya, the Sun falling in the 5th house, overpowers the 5th house energy. Two powerful entities, Sun and Jupiter, are residing on the 5th house. 5th house is about your emotional balance. 5th house is about your children. It's about your confidence. It's about your learning. It's about your education. For students, 5th house is really, really important. For newly married couples, 5th house is important because it is gain from marriage. Your relationship, your bonding is seen from the 5th house. When Sun and Jupiter goes there, it kind of takes away the wisdom, brings in the ego. This ego battle can destroy relations. This assumption of knowledge can create problems. You may commit few things without even understanding whether you know the full scenario, full scene or not. And This may also create a situation where you are more egoistic towards a certain decision, and that can damage your reputation, that can create a fight between you and your own children, you and your loved ones. So in this case, when Jupiter is combust by whom? Combust by the 7th lord itself. The circumstances will dominate, and when the circumstances are dominating, you need to focus on your dharmic quotient, whether you are following a right path or you are getting rattled by continuous changes in the environment. You need to show patience and things will move in the right direction.